Now for something a little different. Greetings all of you wonderful people, I'm Cordell Sherwood of the YouTube channel Cordell Days. For those of you who don't know, Cordell Days is the host of a daily vlog series where I chronicle every single day of my life since I began the project. However, as I alluded to at the beginning of this video, this isn't exactly what I normally do. So with that said, what is this exactly? Ladies, gentlemen, and all of you wonderful people alike, this is my open thank you letter to a restaurant opening up in Gilbert, Arizona, known as NYTDeli. However, before starting the open letter, there are a couple points that I need to address. Number 1, this video is not in any way sponsored by the deli. In order to further prove this point, I have turned monetization off for this video. And number 2, this video is not in any way meant to sway the opinions of the deli in order to give me a job. This is my sincere thank you towards the company for giving me the opportunity for a job, but it's also my sincere thank you for them tackling an issue that's actually pretty serious. And I will get into both of those points momentarily. So with all that said, let's begin this open letter. No matter if you've been a long-time follower of mine, or if you're just tuning in to watch this video, I find it necessary to explain some of the struggles that I've been going through over the past couple of months pertaining to finding a job. At this point in time, I can't really recall how many applications I've sent out, period. It seems no matter how many times I send out applications, even if it's for multiple jobs at the same company, the same thing always ends up happening. I never hear anything back. In fact, it's been so long since I originally sent those applications that now I'm getting emails saying that my applications have expired since when I first sent them. So I can't really say for sure why companies aren't getting back to me about my job applications. Maybe it's due to the fact that I don't have a lot of experience. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that I've applied to many locations that are around me. I've even signed up for an employment program that specifically helps those with disabilities, mine in particular being Asperger's syndrome, a high-functioning form of autism. So with my job applications not really getting any word back, and not even with the employment program getting any word back about my case specifically, things started to look pretty bleak. Then my mom texts me one night and tells me that there's this new deli opening up in Gilbert, Arizona that specifically hires people with autism spectrum disorder. I admit when I first heard that I was a little confused. Why on earth would this company only hire people with autism spectrum disorder? It seemed kind of odd to me. However, it only took one quick look at the deli's about page to figure out why it is that they only hire people with autism spectrum disorder. According to NYTDeli's about page, nearly 90% of adults with autism spectrum disorder are unemployed. 90%? That's huge! How is this not being talked about more? Seeing that statistic really does make you understand why the deli is doing what they're doing. Speaking of which, for those of you who don't know, here's what the deli is specifically doing to help the cause. Every year, NYTDeli offers 3 12-week training programs. In each training program, they hire about 6 people with developmental disabilities in order to better enter the workforce or re-enter the workforce. Even at the end of the training program, the deli still helps their students find jobs in the culinary industry so that they can have a much easier time to get into the workforce. It's a very, very good system and definitely does help the cause a lot. As you can probably guess, with me having Asperger's syndrome, I am definitely signed up to enter this 12-week training program. I want to thank NYTDeli so much for giving me the opportunity to finally do this after months of not being able to find a job, of having none of the applications get back to me about a job opportunity. This is the only job opportunity that has come out since. So I want to thank you so much for not only giving me the opportunity to do that, but for giving so many others like me the same opportunity to do so. I'm very excited for my interview on Friday, and I very much hope that it goes well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Signing out, Cordell Sherwood.